I'm now with fabulous fairy artist Linda Ravenscroft. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely sunny day.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Definitely.
How are you enjoying the Fairy Fest?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. I've had a fantastic time. It's just so magical, and especially with the sun being so, shiny today.
Yay. Happy solstice.
Oh, absolutely. It's a perfect day, and I'm sure the solstice, although I was asleep this morning, I apologise, but I'm sure it was very beautiful this morning.
I did get up for 5 and then went back to bed straight away. I was like, Helson, yeah, hello, back to bed.
I felt so guilty, but no, beautiful day.
We'll be there for the sunset. So.
Absolutely, that's it.
So I'd like to talk about your art. We know when you first started, did you decide to do fairies, or did they decide that you were going to do fairies?
Right. Well, that's quite interesting. Well, when I was little, I used to get picked on at school. So my way of getting away from things was to come back home and go into my place, you see, my fairyland, I suppose. And I know it sounds silly, but it's probably always stayed with me. So if I ever get in a down, or bad mood or anything like that, I'll go and I'll paint and somewhere I'm happy and everything's going to be fantastic.
Because there is such energy in your paintings, isn't there? Such a lovely magical energy.
I'm a lot older now, so of course the subject matter is much more serious, but when that's all how it started, I suppose. But the reason I'm here is completely accidental.
Is it? It's accidental.
I worked as a receptionist for 15 years and used to paint for myself, obviously, and never dreamt I'd ever be an artist. And then my daughter was born and she was ill, so I couldn't go back to work. And my husband said, well, we need to earn some money. He said, but you can paint, can't you? I said, well, I suppose so. And that was 15 years ago. And my daughter's as fit as a fiddle now. And my muse, actually, she poses for most of my pieces.
Yeah.
She's now almost 16, so most of my paintings are often based on my daughter.
Nice pixie face.
Yeah, so she was a blessing in disguise,
Absolutely.
I waited a long time for her, and when she came along, it was magic. So.
Oh, wow. Did you ever get any times when you thought you weren't going to make it or it wasn't really happening?
Yeah, I've had some sticky times, particularly a bad incident with a publisher who just didn't understand the work I was doing. I think that's the thing. And I got really quite depressed and fed up, and then all of a sudden everything started to go right for me. I found an agent in the States and then a book deal, and that was when I painted the Phoenix.
I love that Phoenix.
Well, that's her. You see, I always look at her. If I get in a dark place again, you say to yourself, you can rise above it. And I say this to anybody, don't stay down there. You can rise above it with that little bit of light. And there's my Phoenix.
It's very powerful.
Thank you. Well, that's where she came from. Yeah. And ever since then, a lot of my paintings have all been based on personal emotions or hopefully inspirational feelings for other people to follow too.
They are. Do you choose what you're going to paint first, or do you say, I want to paint this, and it'll turn out like that, or does it completely go on a journey of its own?
I can always see the paintings before I even try to do them. It's usually starts with a title, strangely enough. I'll come along with some there's quite a few pieces that I've done, like a piece called Angels and Demons, for instance, which I'm still working on.
Not got Tom Hanks in it.
No, indeed. I did it before Tom Hanks.
I'm happy about that, sorry. No, I'm happy about that.
It's about the conflict of how you have to work with people who can be good, and then you sometimes have to work with people who aren't so good, and it's a conflict issue, and the angels wear gowns made of demons, you see, and they have a key, and the question is, do you unlock these demons, or do you sort of try and remain in the angelic point? So
that's very deep. Yeah.
Some of them are.
Yeah, so. Definitely. No, they all have their magic. Yeah, it's good because I've got my art desk at home and I've got your calendar where I'm painting.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
thank you.
Yes. So it's always inspiring.
Oh, good. Well, that's fabulous. Thank you so much.
It's true. No, but I love it because they've all got such spirit in them. They've all got. I see a lot of fairy paintings. They're really gorgeous, but I love the spirit yours have.
I'm really so pleased. This is when my new book came out. It was my first opportunity to put my poems and my words of why the painting came to be, because a lot of people think, oh, pretty fairies, but seriously, there's and I'm sure I'm not the only artist that does this. There's a lot more to the paintings than just a pretty face.
Exactly.
So it's quite magical. I mean, I can go on this piece here. This is my daughter sleeping on the bed. Started as a sketch, and she held her hand, and I thought there needs to be something in that hand.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'll put this little shoot, I know. And then all of a sudden I realised what this piece was. This is winter sleeping. And the first shoots of spring are just about to spread through her body. She's going to become green, and soon spring will have will emerge, you see, in through winter.
That's gorgeous.
So, and that was an accident. That wasn't planned at all. So these happy things happen too. So
It's
I
beautiful.
really like that one.
Yeah,
it really
that's
gets
lovely.
me. You know, especially the way it happened. It just emerged.
The autumn leaves down there as well.
Well, this is actually a runic symbol from Brian Froud's Runes from Elflands. I actually met Ari Burke, who wrote the book with Brian, and this is the rune for emergence. So it was
perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. And I must admit, Ari's been wonderful. He likes my work and my book as well. He said to me, Linda, he said, you haven't put too many words in this book, which was a relief. He said, you've got it just right.
That's good.
I know. Don't want to bore people to death.
No.
It's about the pictures, not the book.
Yeah, a bit of words.
Yeah, so that was a compliment.
And what's your next project?
Oh my goodness me! Well,
I've
just finished another tutorial book called. Let me get it right. The Fairy. I seem to get long titles for my books for some reason. The Fairy Artist Figure Drawing Bible, and that's out at the end of the year. I think it's about September. And of course, the release of my new figurines here. If I could, I'll get you one of my little babies here. My new figurines. They are in customs at the moment. They've shipped them over. I got these from the States specially to bring with me to the festival. So I've got my new figurines have just come out. I'm excited about that because I've never had figurines.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Oh, I know. So, and this one in particular, this is called the Grump, which is my daughter.
Teenagers.
Yes, absolutely. It's a wet moth fairy, you see, and her wings are so wet she can't fly. You know, you get grumpy.
You do.
So, and apart from that, I've got trips to America coming up as well. I've been invited over to the Fairy Convention. We've got some wonderful festivals coming up here in the UK as well. We have the Avalon Festival at the end of the year, and of course the Fairy Ball at Cornwall.
Oh yes.
I absolutely adore that. And I think we have another little one in Dartmouth too coming up. So hopefully all these wonderful artists that have been here today, it's like a family.
Yeah.
We're getting bigger and bigger, and everybody's getting to know each other, and it's just getting happier. And I think it's just exciting. I can see this emergence of something really special.
Well, there is, isn't there? There's a lot of new, really talented, sort of magical and fairy artists.
And we're here to help them, really. I mean, we've been there. I've been doing this 15 years now, and I'm finally fortunate enough to be getting somewhere. And of course, you get these lovely new people coming with all this wonderful talent.
Yeah.
Well, where do they go? Yeah. They have to come to people like us so that we can show them the way, because there was nobody for us, you know?
It's like you get a lot of people who are a bit jealous. No, I paint, you don't paint.
Oh no, that's the beauty about this. There's no jealousy.
Like that, yeah.
We all have our own visions of fairy or of this genre, this art that we do. Nobody can replicate what you can see in your head. So why compete? You can't compete. I'll come up with you may think, wow, what a good idea, but it's still a personal interpretation, and it's up to the people to decide which they like. So you can't be jealous, you know?
It's a good lovely attitude.
And it's lovely, you know? Yeah. You can't do what we do without it coming from
No, not at all,
you know?
not at all.
So if you do, you don't deserve to be.
Exactly.
You don't have nasty people in fairyland.
We don't have any nasty people here, actually. It's lovely, isn't
Not
it?
at all. Absolutely, it's gorgeous.
And what's been your highlight of the festival so far?
Oh my goodness me. Oh, that's hard. That's not fair. Actually, the Dolmen last night were fantastic. And we were all dancing. And I thought that was magical because everybody was dancing, no matter how old they were. There was all ages and all abilities. I even saw one lady, bless her, with a stick, and she was going away. And I thought, this is magic, you know? Even my teenager, who normally would never dance with her mum in a million years, and we were all dancing together. So I think that's one of the nice things. And just the friendliness, that's my highlight.
Yes. Yeah, me
I
too.
go home with tears in my eyes and a full heart, you know. So
that's
I want to work when I get home.
Yes.
Yes, I must more.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me, and lovely to meet you.
And you, my darling. You
Take care.
Shine brightly, I always say.
Thank
There's
you.
too much darkness in the
There
world.
is indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you too.